It was funny though.
The teeth kept falling out.
Yeah.
We kept fighting with the teeth the whole time.
Literally, like, and she's supposed to bite me. So every time it would just be like, and then it would shoot off. So we have all these bloopers of that happening.
Hello. Congratulations for being accepted to Houston Comedy Film Festival for Hell Gig, Proof of Concept. Luke and Joe.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you very much.
And I definitely want to say, Luke and Joe, can you please talk about your roles in the creation of this? Because I know, Joe, you're behind the scenes and they don't see you on camera.
Sure. This is something we did ourselves. So we kind of all wore a lot of hats. We don't have sort of the traditional, I don't have like the producer sort of traditional role. You know, there are times when, you know, I'm working on set, I'm doing all kinds of things. I'm helping in with the writing as well. We worked on the script a lot before we made this, and since we've made this proof of concept.
Yeah.
And you know, Luke's the main writer, but it's very collaborative. It's like, hey, you know, well, let's work this concept out, and then Luke kind of tightens it up, and then it's like, okay, now let's go through this again, and like, how is this going to look, or how is this going to feel, and you know, can we get this from being 200 pages down, you know, like always just constantly working, you know, like, because you know, you want to include so much and you have such a grand idea, but then at the same time you have to be realistic on, you know, what can be made, you know.
Yeah. Well, that's what's like funny. This project, Hell Gig, is like, so it was gonna be a short film. That was the first, like, I made this short film called Canceled, and it was like about me and my friend, and we're getting high, and then I tweet about aliens and they come down to cancel us. And it was like a silly little 10-minute thing. And then I was like, I want to make another one. So this is the horror one. And it was supposed to be like a 20-minute short film. And then Joe was like, well, I have these friends that, you know, they want to produce movies and like maybe they can help. So we met them, and then they were like, you should make this a feature. So then I wrote it into like a whole script. And now I've written 5 drafts of it. But we were like, well, we can't make the whole movie yet because we want a budget. So let's make a trailer. So then I took pieces of that and I wrote a script for a trailer, and that's what we shot. So when you watch it, it's like, that's all the footage we have is that trailer.
And we shot it ourselves.
I know there was a budget. Was that how much y'all spent on filming all of that? Or that's what y'all are seeking for? Because that was so much amazingness in 3 minutes.
Well, thank you. Yeah, we are seeking a budget to make the film. We just spent our own money on that, and like luckily, it's like we have friends and people that wanna help. So, you know, I had a friend who's like has, you know, he had a Red camera and he has all these lights in his garage. So like, you know, that helps a lot. And I also do stand-up comedy, which is how I thought of the movie, because I've gone on weird trips to the middle of nowhere to do shows, and so. Like I have a network of comedians to ask who are thirsty to do stuff, you know? So it's like, we have a lot of friends and family too that want to help and just like help us make stuff. Like we're working on a sitcom right now too called The Host. And then, cause I do a backyard show at my house. We're at my house right now. The backyard's like right over there. But I do a monthly stand-up showcase, and we made a pilot. So we'll probably submit that at some point, but we made a pilot that's like, about me running the show and all the issues I run into dealing with comedians.
That sounds so cool. And I just want to say that the vibe and the energy with the chemistry on camera, everyone seems like they got along so well. I want to just commend y'all on the casting selection for that. Did y'all have any fun moments in the creation or like casting?
Yeah. Well, like Ellis, my co-star in it, he's so funny. He's so good. Like when you watch him, I've been at so many shows where everybody bombs except for him. And he just finds a way to like make the crowd love him, and he kills, and he's so good, but he's also like, nobody knows about him. They should. Like he should be.
Yeah.
Honestly, actually, he should apply for Kind of Funny, or no, not kind of, what is it? Funny AF, the Kevin Hart show. He should do that because he would kill, and I bet Kevin Hart would love him.
Yeah.
But he also, he's just one of those guys that's like he loves doing stand up, but he's bad at like the marketing part of it. Like he just
marketing himself.
yeah. And if you
Like,
see this,
listen,
Ellis, I love you. That's why I care. I
I
care.
will say I definitely see he has great energy. I would love to stay in contact with him, and I see opportunities. And he also kind of gives me like Keaton Peel kind of vibes, like a little bit.
Yeah.
Those comedians. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about?
He's
That's
like a
the vibe
sexy
I
Key and
wanna be.
Peele. Yeah.
He's got that common vibe too.
Yeah.
He's like
Ye
common.
Exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Great energy on camera, and I'm even thinking about the makeup. With the makeup, what was that process like? How
Oh
long did that
yeah.
take?
So it's funny because I think it turned out pretty good, but it was a little bit too much vampire. Like because
Mm,
she's a succubus or a demon,
yeah.
so she's supposed to be. I didn't want her to be too scary, but kind of scary. So I sort of like we found a local makeup artist, and I think she's since moved away. Like she moved somewhere else, but
Like Atlanta, I think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but she hadn't done a lot of monster makeup, but she did do a good job.
She did a great job.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so it was funny though, all
The
the
teeth kept falling out.
yeah,
We kept fighting with the teeth the whole time.
literally like, and she's supposed to bite me. So every time it would just be like, and then it would shoot off, like, so we have all these bloopers of that happening. But
Yeah.
she also, I wanted black eyes. So she had these like full contacts.
Yeah.
And so she had to like wear these crazy, like, and they put them on. And I guess she was having trouble at first. Like she couldn't handle it. So I think it's okay to say she took a shot of tequila
Yeah,
and
she had
then
to have
she
a
was
shot of
like,
tequila.
she was like, I'm okay now. She was able to do it.
Yeah, I think any normal person, I would need a shot or two, just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. Brit's amazing. She's so good. Like she's so funny. And if you meet her, she's such an eccentric, like goofball,
Just lovable.
Great
Yeah.
energy on camera. I loved
Yeah.
it.
Oh yeah. She's amazing. I mean, she's also in our pilot. She plays my girlfriend in that. So yeah. She's great.
Yeah, I mean, the casting came together because they're people that we knew, and
Yeah.
and Luke knew really well some of them. So getting in front of the camera together was, they believed in the vision, and so they're doing a good job. But then they also know each other; they feel comfortable with each other,
Yeah.
and it comes across. I'm glad you noticed that. Yeah,
Yeah.
It really is like friends hanging out.
Number
Yeah.
one. That's
Yeah.
literally number one. Like, I will tell
Yeah.
you now, I mean, if you wanted to cast like another name, you could, but I will say the energy between all of you is so great on camera. If you just
Yeah.
put the budget behind it, like that's really all you need. Honestly, you like the
Yeah.
energy is so good, the talent is good. You really, if you wanted a name, that would just really be it.
Yeah.
That's being honest, and that's from a
And
producer standpoint.
yeah, we've always envisioned that Luke and Ellis would for sure stay the same, and then some of the auxiliary characters maybe we would find names for. That would be
Yeah.
that would be the best version of this would be that,
Yeah, we'd
because
love to cast like the
because they
side
are
characters as
themselves.
yeah, like we'd love to cast other comedians as the
Yeah.
other characters because it's a movie about stand-ups, and like I don't know if this comes across in the trailer because it like we've since added a lot and I've rewritten it like I'm on the 5th draft, so
Yeah.
like or I want to do one more, but like the story is about Ellis and how in the movie his character like when you do comedy there's different ways to make money and like being like a famous fun like being a Kevin Hart or like a Shane Gillis, that's the cool part of comedy, but there's also lots of comedians who are corporate comics and they kind of have to do these clean shows for businesses, and it's like it's never the right venue. It's like a hotel conference room. All the lights are on. The boss is there. Nobody wants to laugh. So the idea is like Ellis is successful doing corporate because you can make a lot of money, but then he's not fulfilled because it's not clubs and theaters. It's not the fun part of comedy. So the movie is kind of about my character pushing him like. And his wife or girlfriend, like we're all pushing him, like, come on, you got to get back to like what you want to do.
Well,
Plus
it's the
I
juxtaposition
like it.
between that and the succubus character also
Yeah.
has a similar journey where she's sort of unfulfilled in her work.
Right. Yeah.
And she's doing this bounty hunter stuff or whatever she's doing, and it's she's good at it, but what she's doing doesn't bring her happiness or joy. She's just kind of
Yes.
banging through life, getting that next bit of blood she needs, and that's not fulfilling.
And she's been in on Earth since the 1800s. So she's been just doing this for a long time. So it's sort of like a way for him to see like, oh, this person's been doing like I could do this forever and
never be fulfilled.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's all added though since the trailer got filmed. We developed the story more.
It's hard to put all of that into the trailer too.
Yeah.
I feel like you can give advice for any sort of aspiring filmmakers because literally it looks like you already have the budget and that's the trailer already made for. It really does.
That's a huge compliment.
Thank you. Yeah. That's Hollywood, baby. Like it's all fake.
But it doesn't look like a newbie. Like if somebody would say, "Oh, new, I'm just trying this out," no, you cannot tell me that.
I think I would say that's a testament. Like Luke is okay. So first off, it is our first heavy production like that.
Yeah.
But Luke is we're all striving for the best, right? And there's limitations, right? We have no money. But we have access to people and we're able to utilize their talents and have a standard that we won't go below. And so we worked hard, and everything we've done so far, we work hard to keep that standard. And it's awesome that it shows through. Like we're proud of it, but when you make art, you're never fully satisfied. You're always like, oh, this could have been better. This could have been, oh, we should have lit it better like this, or these little things. But overall, I think that's why it looks so good, is because we worked so hard to make it as good as we could.
Yeah, but it's like I think it's like attention to detail and really worrying about like I've watched like a million YouTube videos about what makes an image cinematic, and you sort of start to just figure out like what elements are important, because one video will tell you need a red or an RE Alexa, you need that camera. And then another video will be like, you need the lens. And another video is like, it's actually all about the lighting. Have you tried Cove lighting? And so to me, it's like, it's just, yeah, it's really, it's just all those things and finding the best you can do with what you have. So like maybe you have access to a Sony A7 III. That's a great camera. And then maybe you learn a couple lighting techniques and then how to light properly.
And not just going like, oh, well, whatever, let's do it, put it out. That's just what we have, and not wanting to be in that category of like, you don't know whether we have a budget or not. Like we want to look like the level that has a budget no matter what. And we're not going to put it out if it doesn't.
The quality, the music, the pacing, the people, the energy, all that good stuff. And you did that on the resources that you had, and you already know an investor, they just want to see their ROI like back. And it's like, wait a second, you did this, so all I got to do was just hand you some money. What else can you multiply this with?
That's what we're saying.
Introduce
just hand us some money.
Seriously.
Do you know anyone? Because we could really use a
But the reality is that's true, because if we were to have a real budget, we would be very serious with that budget, like we would not compromise.
Yeah.
And I think we're also crafty enough to do it with nothing. So we know that, you come up against something hard and, maybe the money isn't there for it or the time isn't there. We'll make sure that it's right.
Yeah.
That we'll fight to make that thing right, instead of being like, well, whatever, we don't have the money for that, so we're gonna cheapen on this part, like we won't do that.
And I will say we did hire someone to make us a schedule and a budget.
Yeah,
from
we
like
know how to do that.
Yeah, but it's from like it's from like the last draft, so it's very accurate and very close to the final movie. So like we're ready, like we have all the stuff we need, I think.
Y'all are doing the research, y'all are reaching out to the right people, and then y'all are also submitting to festivals and meeting awesome people that want to support. And I have a question. How can people stay in contact with you if they want to support you?
I mean, follow us on social media. Like I'm at Luke Soin, LukeSoin on Instagram. YouTube, our YouTube is youtube.com/epictikicomedy. That's where the content goes for now. So yeah.
Joe, Luke, congratulations again for being accepted to Houston Comedy Film Festival. We are honored to have you. Very honored.
Thanks. We're honored too. Thank you.
Yeah, we're excited. Thank you so much.